A moment that changed me forever was watching my older brother take his last breath in front of me, passing away in his sleep. And, 14-year-old me watching all this happen, me thinking he's asleep, me just thinking, nah, he's just resting. But meanwhile, he's just taking his last breath, you know. Grandmom in the kitchen cooking. Everything seemed fine, but it wasn't. You know what that moment taught me? Appreciate life. Appreciate life, and I'm currently in a phase of my life where I try to push through, because, like I always tell y'all, bro, money doesn't fix everything. You can have the money, you can have the clothes, the jewelry, but when you really hurt inside, you just walking around with a bunch of things, unhappy. And to anybody who's going through something out here, I feel for you, you know? That's what this channel is about, me being honest, me, resonating with you guys, me sharing my pain with y'all, Um, I just feel like in this life, bro, I get tired of pretending like I'm okay. I'm not a robot. Like I said, I want to show y'all my bad days, and these has been one of the days where I just ain't been myself, you know, because I'm just so weary of the trials and tribulations. Am I gonna give up? No, but I'm just weary, and I'm drained by, just trying to figure things out, and sometimes, right, I can just see a pattern of certain things, whether it's a female coming into my life, friends, and sometimes I could be wrong. But when you're so used to pain and betrayal and rejection, you don't know how to act when something good comes your way because you don't trust nothing. And, watching my brother do that, yeah, it taught me, like, appreciate life, and it kind of messed me up because at a point in time, like, I couldn't, I was kind of like scarred from watching people go to sleep, whether it was my dad or my grandma, and just thinking about that happening to one of them. And it's devastating, and this is something I don't talk to anybody about, it's a lot of things I don't talk to people about because I know deep down they won't care as much. And they may say they do, but I just know deep down they don't care. People don't care until you become somebody or you have something they want, and then they actually listen to you. Or they listen to you when you're in a place where they may want to be. But I just want y'all to know I feel deeply for each and every one of y'all, whatever y'all going through, whatever pain or trials or past events that ever happened or trauma, I feel for y'all, and I understand. And, I just, as these days prolong, I stopped caring about everything. The money, the trips, the vacations, even the females that come into my life, it's like I'm at a point now where I don't even want to be loved. I don't even care to be loved, And I don't even know what that means for myself. Why do I feel this way? But it's just been like, I'm so used to things going wrong, I'm so used to people trying to play me and waste my time. It make you cold-hearted. It make you heartless. You kind of end things quickly. You rather be alone more, and that's how I am. I'd rather just keep everything I'm going through to myself, It's really the quiet ones that hurt the most. They may seem calm. You may think like, wow, this person, never feel like talking, but that person is really going through a lot. See, when you're going through a lot in this life, you don't really have nothing to talk about but what you're currently going through. Yeah, you may laugh. Yeah, you may get things to eat. Yeah, you may get around friends and seem like nothing is wrong, but deep down, you're hurting. And you really want to talk about what's going on, but you feel like deep down, don't nobody really care. Or don't nobody really is going to be there to help you get past this problem. Sometimes we just be needing somebody to genuinely be there, make sure we okay, even when we don't feel like talking. Because sometimes that's when we really need somebody to be there, when we just don't feel like talking. Bro, and I tell y'all right now, like, I'm not okay. I'm not okay, bro. Nights like this where I work, I get off, and then I'm just up pondering. How can I better my life? How can I get better at whatever it is, whatever my purpose is? How do I know I'm going the right way? How do I know if I'm really hearing God's voice? I keep it real with y'all on this channel, because I know one day I'm not going to be here no more. I know my time is coming. And I really hope that these videos resonate with people out there. Who knows where I may be 5, 10 years from now. But I just want y'all to know I feel for y'all, and I know the pain that comes with not talking. It's like you don't be having nothing to talk about. You just hurting, quietly. And it's just like people may say they there for you, but actions speak louder than words. I genuinely want somebody who actually is going to care about the days where I'm not myself. Those are the days where I need you the most. When I could trust you that, it's a lot that goes on within my mind. And I just be hoping, like, I make it throughout the day. I made it through so many trials and tribulations where I'm surprised I'm still here, Suicide played on my mind plenty of times in my life, even to now. And I definitely don't promote this or anything, always reach out for help. And you just get tired of the fake pretenders. You get tired of people acting like they want to be there. You get tired of everything, the whole cycle of life. But then you'll go outside and you'll speak to people. You'll say hello. You may seem like nothing is wrong, but deep down you're hurting. And that's where I'm at. I'm hurting, and I'm yearning to be cared for, to someone to truly understand what I'm going through. Who cares if I'm weird to other people, They didn't suffer like I suffered, They didn't go through the things I went through to make me this way. Do it make me better than anybody? No. But this video is for those who are hurting deeply, who are really going through something, I truly believe this pain I went through, it does have a purpose. I truly believe that. And, I try to pray, and it's hard. It get hard. It's like when you're going through the most in life, females come your way, opportunities come your way, and you're just not in the mood for any of that, Like right now, I'm just strictly focused. Do I want a female in my life? Do I want some love, some support? Yes, but I'm just so tired of the betrayal and, things that look familiar, but really aren't worth keeping around, It makes you so empty inside, and it makes you hate yourself sometimes, Like, why did I allow this? Why did I give this person a second chance when they showed me they couldn't be trusted? And, it's going to get better, though. I believe good days are coming. just want y'all to know I love y'all. I appreciate y'all, you know. And I just pray for the ones that are really going through something that we make it out. 2026 is coming up. Make good decisions for yourself. Think about others, you know, because each and every one of our lives impacts somebody, whether we know it or not. Somebody love you, somebody care about you. So don't just think about yourself when bad decisions, or not bad decisions, but bad things come your way. Don't hurt yourself. Somebody care about you. You know, somebody care about me. I just don't know who. But one day I'll figure it all out. It'll all make sense. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Have a good day.